Hey, so, whoa, welcome back. Back again. This video is about why I think more spiritual people should take up martial arts. First reason, because I love martial arts, and it's very awesome, and I think everybody should take martial arts. Well, not everybody, because it's like power gets in the wrong hands, can be very dangerous. But yes, because I love martial arts, I think all of you should do martial arts too. So that's the first reason. Um, Second reason, um, certain martial arts styles, especially the traditional ones, they help develop a strong mind. And if you are especially if you're a witch, or just any new ager that law of attraction, you guys know that you have to project through your mind your desires, and a common trick they will tell you to manifest is to vision yourself already having your desires. Fake it till you make it, even if you're lying to yourself. Having that strong mind, that strong perception of your goals and stuff. Martial arts could help develop that. Another reason is this is a very crazy world, and it's only getting worse. When something happens, sometimes you're really on your own. I just saw a video on, it wasn't YouTube, it was like Facebook, those reels. One reel was a guy entered a guy entered a lady's home, and in broad daylight. He was really gutsy, and criminals are getting very gutsy nowadays as well. But anyways, he entered this lady's home, and good thing she had 2 or 3 guys inside with her, because that would have ended bad. And some places don't allow you to have dogs. And let's just say they do take away the guns. They've been trying to do that for a while. They're trying to take away guns. I don't like guns. So before my spiritual awakening, I was a big advocate to take away the guns. But now that I know better, since my spiritual awakening, I'm not like that no more. But what they do, I think they're going to try to outlaw martial arts as well. They try to take wrestling out to the Olympics as well. But it's good to know something, just in case your gun fails or you don't have a gun. You don't have time to get to go grab a broom or a chair. It's just another way to protect yourself and your loved ones. And it's more crucial than what people realize, and what people don't want to admit. I always say don't listen to the news about the whole racism, but that doesn't mean, I'm not a fool, that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. I do know that does happen. I posted something on Facebook weeks or months ago about there was someone beating up a member of the KKK, and some people jumped on me. Oh, violence is not the answer. But I'm like, understand violence is not the answer, but you gotta understand too, if that picture had a backstory, I bet you that backstory, that Klans member tried to attack that person, and the person defended themselves and was winning the battle. And 9 times out of 10, they start with us. They start with the Jewish people. They start with the black people, the Hispanic people, the Native Americans. we be minding our own business and they start with us, and it's more crucial to defend yourself now, especially because um, you just don't know when it's going to happen, if it happens. I know I'm contradicting myself a little bit because I always say, if you don't pay attention to that stuff, it might not even happen to you because you are a reality warper. You are more powerful than what you or what they want you to know. So you project, something. You see or you think. Then you think of something, you may see it in your reality because you are worried about stuff. That's why, they always say a lot of people attract bad things that happen to them is because they worried about the bad stuff. The universe only says yes, and you're worried about getting that bill in the mail, that huge bill, and then you worried about it, and then, there you go. The bill appears in your mail. The universe just says, your wish is my command. So yes, I know I'm contradicting myself, but I want to say eight times out of 10, that could happen. It could still happen. Another example is, nowadays cops don't do anything. Legit. I'll give you an example. I was with my best friend and his girlfriend, and his girlfriend's ex began texting her, threatening her. So, we didn't know what to do. The option was for me, everyone's superhero, for me to fight the guy. But we said first, let's call the cops. And, literally as we were calling the cops, the guy is still threatening her with, all the cops did was say, oh, if he comes to your house, then call us. That's all I did. I had a friend that got abducted, kidnapped. She unfortunately got into a prostitution thing, and the pimp had abducted her. And I'm not sure if I told this story before where I had to use my clairvoyance. But anyways, her grandparents called the cops, and they said because she's an adult, we can't do anything about it. We kind of thought on the DL that the cops were in on it too, but when stuff happens, you're really on your own. This is the age of the cell phone. Someone's in trouble, instead of helping, they just sit there and record. So if you're being attacked by somebody, they might not even help you. They'll just sit there and record. Oh, World Star, this is that, especially, you can be defenseless, and crying for someone to help you, and they'll just sit there and record with their phones. That's, so I think it's just all that much more important to know something, to strengthen your mind and strengthen your bodies. The arts I recommend. I do catch wrestling. Fortunately, catch wrestling is not really around here, but you go on the internet, see ways on improving your endurance, conditioning. I also recommend a traditional art like karate and kung fu because those are made for street fighting. Kung fu, karate, taekwondo, those are the self-defense arts. Maybe yeah, Brazilian jiu-jitsu. I'm not a big Brazilian jiu-jitsu guy. My beef with Brazilian jiu-jitsu nowadays is they'll tell you they created grappling, and that's not true. Um, Wrestling existed. Wrestling is really the real first martial art, but you know, but a lot of people has done jiu-jitsu, so you want to take another art like sambo or catch wrestling. Unfortunately, again, there's not a lot of schools of catch wrestling or sambo, and sambo is from Russia, but you want to try to take an art that no one else takes, because now if you take an art that someone else also takes, they might know how to counter it. So you want to take another art that not everyone knows, so you'll have some offenses they're not going to know how to counter. You're going to have some, they might try an attack on you, and you might have a way of countering that they don't know, that they have knowledge of countering their own attack, but you might know another way of doing it they may not even know or think of, and it's just always crucial to keep saying it's always crucial to know something to protect yourself. Some arts, like the traditional arts, do meditation. So if you're still having trouble with meditation, you could also get help from the masters and the instructors of the karate dojos or kung fu. It's not much meditating. It's like, I don't know, 20 seconds of meditation, but it does, over time it does help. Sometimes they tell you to imagine yourself out there, defending yourself, or if you're in sparring class, so sometimes they say imagine yourself out in the ring. What would you do to counter attacks? So it is beneficial. More ways than one. They do teach you if someone's armed and you're not armed. So spirituality and martial arts do go hand in hand as well. If you guys are familiar with Shaolin monks, also in India, a lot of the exercises that pro wrestlers do to become pro wrestlers come from India. The Hindu squat, the Hindu push-up. Notice the Hindu in front of these names. Hinduism. And the motion of Hindu squats, you swing your arms as you're doing the squats. That's good for the lunge. Little Qigong Tai Chi, yoga aspect in that as well. So the Hindu push-up starts out as a yoga pose, and it's more, hiccup. It's more beneficial than a regular push-up. It's like an advanced push-up, and it's almost a full body workout, just about. So really works the triceps and shoulders, the upper chest, your legs a little bit too, to be real with you. So and also it's working out, so it's raising your vibration. Another reason. And you see these Shaolin monks and Indian wrestlers that implement spirituality with their martial arts. They really, really become strong warriors. And, don't take my word for it, just watch videos. These are very strong individuals, very strong warriors. And, they also help open the third eye. You know, here in the West, wrestling, spirituality has been separated. But like I said in my other videos, wrestling came from the gods. You know, so and they really tried to break away spirituality and martial arts, especially with the emergence of, I hate to say it, the MMA, the stuff like the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You know, again, um, but it's true. They use that to implant into the mind of people that karate and kung fu and these traditional arts don't work, and that's just not true. I knew it wasn't true when I started watching UFC, because I had gotten into fights before learning the importance of grappling against people that are, you know, I was small when I was growing up, so everyone I was fighting was bigger than me, and I was able to win the fights because of what I learned from karate. So that part I never, I was able to think for myself, you know. But the MMA crowd is similar to the mainstream crowd, is they tell you what to think, tell you this art works and these arts don't work. Go out and see what's right for you, what works for you. Everyone's different, and you know, or take a little bit of everything. Watch YouTube videos. Like I said, I'm a self-taught catch wrestler. I'm also undefeated in catch wrestling and submission wrestling, so you don't have to exactly go learn from a school. You can learn from watching videos and reading books on martial arts. It's just a matter of altering your perception, and you know, if there's a will, there's a way. But yeah, definitely, if you're spiritual, you know, take up martial arts. You know, also too, when you're spiritual, you know, just conspiracy theories comes into play, and a lot of people will attack you, not just verbally, but physically, because you have beliefs that don't fit the mainstream. People fear what they don't understand. They attack what they don't understand. It's another good reason. So sometimes attacking is not just verbal. Sometimes it's physical. There's a guy, I don't know his name, but he went on to Fox News and he spoke about the official story about 9/11, and they interviewed him after the Fox News thing, and the guy that gave him the interview at Fox News, they were saying about him that he wanted to destroy this guy that was questioning the official story of 9/11. Why? Because he didn't believe the mainstream story. This will happen, you know. People get so upset when you don't believe the norm, and it's just crazy. It's like you're not allowed to have your own opinion. What the mainstream says goes, and when you see it different, because you don't even have to have a third eye. I'm sure the guy that gave that interview doesn't have a third eye. Well, I'm sorry, we all have third eyes, but I'm sure he wasn't spiritual. He was, I think he was there and realized what the mainstream was saying. It just wasn't what he saw, because he was actually there. And, the guy, they said, the executive said, hey, you better leave the building because this guy wants to kick your ass, because, that does happen. Also, too, there is such a thing as Christian extremists. Back in 2015, I got attacked by one. You guys, everyone that knows me very well, I'm not afraid of being who I am. I'm not afraid of being myself. A lot of neo-pagans hide that they're neo-pagan because of the criticism and the judgments that Christians will come at them with. And I don't care. I have the, I don't think I could roll my sleeves up enough, but I do. Yeah, all you could see, you could barely see it. It was my fire dragon, but right above the fire dragon, I have the pentacle, and like I said, I'm not afraid of being myself to the point where I have the pentacle tattooed on me with the Reiki symbols. I'm also a Reiki master, and before I had a tattoo, I had a necklace with pentacle on it, and a Christian extremist tried to attack me, and he was laying in punches. Once I broke away, got him with that one good hook to the jaw, right on the button, and got out of there. And stuff like that makes me think that what if I didn't do martial arts? What if that wasn't my passion? What if I didn't train? What if I wasn't the way I am? So it does happen. There's such thing as Christian extremists. It is a thing. It's not just Muslim extremists. There is Christian extremists. You just don't hear about it on the news because they want you to fear the Muslims more than they do Christians. So Christianity and religion is their, in my belief, that is their main tool of keeping people from becoming more woke. With keeping your third eye closed, saying it's the devil, and the whole thing with using magic and witchcraft, it's a tool that they don't want you being more powerful than you actually are. You're extremely powerful. They don't want you to know that. So that's just another example. Anyways, please everyone, keep yourself safe, stay woke, stay spiritual, and I'll catch you guys later.